In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 ways that I'm collecting income from the stock market on a monthly basis. Yo, what's going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you are having a God-blessed day today. Every single person that comments down below is going to get my retirement income blueprint, the exact strategies that I plan to create an income during my retirement years and be building my wealth right now. And that's what today's video is all about. I'm going to show you guys the 5 ways that you can get the market to actually pay you without just selling your stocks, right? Most people, when they think, how do I make money from the stock market, right? I buy low and I sell higher, right? And that's that. Well, did you know there's other ways that you can actually leverage your stocks or your cash to generate an income from your collateral, right? And I'm going to show that to you today. So let's go over the shoulder right now. The first one is called the cash secured put. Now, a cash secured put is basically you just saying that you want to buy 100 shares of stock on a specific date and time. That's all it is. And you get to name those terms. Now, for taking that risk, right, of maybe buying a stock at a price and date that you choose, you collect a premium up front. So here, just showing you a live example of this in our portfolio. And you could see my broker statements at onlypeterpru.com and optionsellerschool.com, guys. I strive to be as transparent as possible here. You could see I have an AAL 12 put, and AALs are running today, which is absolutely fantastic. But you could see I'm saying on October 17th, if American Airlines is trading at $12, I'm okay buying 100 shares of it. Now, a cash secured put, unfortunately, one contract is equal to 100 shares. That's the way it is. Now, you can have multiple contracts, but just understand that you're going to need more collateral, right? In this specific example, right, because I'm saying I'm willing to buy 100 shares at $12, that's going to lock up $1,200 of my cash. Now, how much did I specifically get paid here, right? So I just go over to my tracker here. You guys can download this for yourself. First link in the description of today's video. And you could see I have my American Airlines cash secured put here. I collected $40.33. I locked up $1,200 in just under a 30-day period, and I collected a 3.36% ROI on collateral. Not financial advice. Results vary 100%. That's just the premium that I collected at the time of me opening that contract. Now, again, this locks up this $1,200 for about a 30-day period. Now, there are strategies where we can roll this position. We could close out early to free up our collateral sooner, and we can often do that if we see another opportunity that we want to deploy our collaterals elsewhere. But you'd have to give back a little bit of that premium. But just like that, I collected 3.36% on my money and locking up $1,200. That's fantastic if you ask me, in my opinion. Now, premiums, understand nothing is free because there are risks with all strategies. Okay, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that. So what are the biggest risks here? Well, number one, best case scenario, if I really don't want to get assigned, let's say on October 17th, American Airlines is trading at, 12.50, 13, 14, whatever. I don't get assigned my American Airlines. My $1,200 is returned back to me, and then I can go run the play on another opportunity, right? And collect again some more premium, because that premium, again, that's given to you up front when you open the contract. The second thing that could happen to me in this situation, that's the biggest risk that I'm taking on, is let's say on the 17th, American Airlines is trading at $11, $10, $9. I'm on the hook to buy my shares at $12. Okay, so you have to be comfortable. That's why I personally stick to stocks I actually want to own, because that's the biggest risk of this strategy that I'm sharing with you, getting assigned your stock. Okay, and you're gonna see why that in a second. That's important. The second way to earn income from the market on a monthly basis that most of you, especially if you're doing any kind of option selling like I'm sharing with you, and you are probably not doing that, and that is collecting interest on your money. Okay, listen, most of us, when we think, how do we make our money work for us while we sleep? Well, where do our minds go, right? We think high yield savings account. We think treasury bills. We think just buy and hold Vanguard stuff. Now, all those things I recommend you have, absolutely. But with option selling, I'm income focused. And why am I income focused? Well, because I treat this like a business, and the purpose of a business is to generate income and reinvest the profits, right? And clog any leaky holes, if you ask me, right? So for me, when I'm thinking about the wheel strategy, I call it the Ark Options Strategy, because I took it to another level, right? So with that said, right, when we're doing our cash secured puts, we're essentially waiting to maybe buy a stock. Maybe we buy it, maybe we don't. Well, with this $1,200, right, we are earning interest. I am earning interest on that money while I wait to buy the stock. Right now, if I open multiple contracts, let's say I'm locking up, $100,000 in a month, right? Not earning interest passively on that is a big old waste of money if you ask me, right? So for me, I want to make sure I'm capturing that interest rate, which is about 4% a year at the time we're recording this. Now, is that massive? No, especially not when you compare it to the cash secured put ROI on collateral that we're getting, but still 4% a year. That's basically what our high yield savings accounts are giving us, and T-bills and stuff, right? So it's just a nice little icing on the cake that most people aren't doing. Now, you could set this up with other brokerages. You could do it with Schwab. Schwab is a little bit more of a manual approach to it. You have to keep your money in a money market. And then if you're about to get assigned your puts, your cash secured puts, you have to kind of move some of that money over to be able to buy those shares. But what I love about Fidelity is that it is fully passive, and that fits just my lifestyle perfectly. I really, really need simple and easy for me. Okay. Now, let's talk about the third way that we do this. The third income stream is called the covered call. Now, the covered call is slightly different than the cash secured put, but kind of the same in a way, right? It's just the opposite, right? So you know how a cash secured put, we're locking up $1,200, right, to make a premium, right, and maybe buy a stock? Well, the covered call, we're locking up 100 of our shares, saying we're willing to sell our 100 shares at a price and date that we choose. Kind of cool, huh? I like to explain this to my friends and family like collecting rent, right? Think about it. When you let's say you own a rental property, right? And that rental property, right, you could essentially get appreciation, right? Let's say you hold it for 5 years and then you sell it and you make some money on your appreciation sale, right? Okay, cool. But wouldn't it make sense to like have a tenant living in there throughout that period while you wait for that appreciation sale? Yeah, for sure it would. And that's kind of what we're doing in the stock market, right? We're essentially, we're going to make an appreciation sale eventually with our shares that we bought, right? We bought them low, sell high, hopefully, right? But we can actually rent them out on a monthly basis, even weekly or bi-weekly, however you want to do it. We can rent those shares out, right, to create an income. Let me show you. I have one example here, right? And I have something here called a Kraft Heinz 27 call. So what I'm saying here is on October 31st, if Kraft Heinz is trading at $27, I am willing to sell my shares at $27. Okay? That's what that is saying here. Okay? Now, this is important. Right, we are collecting a return here. So my I had a just under a 2% return on my collateral here. So my cost basis for my shares is $27, right? So I'm just going to times that by 100. It's $2,700. So I just treat it like income. Look, I'm treating stocks. I'm treating cash. It's all the same to me. I'm treating it as it's collateral, right? I'm collateralizing either my cash or I'm collateralizing my shares, right? And the shares are just money for me. What's my cost basis? My cost basis is $2,700. That's how I'm treating those 100 shares that I have of Kraft Heinz that I bought at 27, right? Now, again, I'm locking those up for about a 30-day period. I collected $50 of premium up front on that for about a 1.86% return. Now, Kraft Heinz is a little much less volatile of a stock, and but it's a decent dividend payer in my opinion. That's why I got into it, because I'm collecting a dividend on it as well. More on that in just a moment. But it's going to be under 2%, right? And that's okay, because for me, that's my personal target. You're going to have to figure out all those for yourself. This 3.36 cash secured put that I did on American Airlines, definitely more aggressive. That's for sure, okay? But with Kraft Heinz, this one, it's not as volatile of a stock. Well, it has been actually recently. But with that said, I'm still hitting my target of around that 2% monthly that I'm personally aiming for, okay? So with that said, coming back over here, you could see that I have this call. What are the things that can happen here? Well, let's say on October 31st, Kraft Heinz is trading at, $25, $26. Well, I'm not selling my shares because it's not trading at $27. So my shares, my 100 shares of Kraft Heinz are returned back to me. And then I simply go open another covered call on Kraft Heinz, collect more premium/rental income on it for the following month. And I keep doing that. And I keep repeating, right? And eventually, I will sell my shares, right? And that's not a problem. And that's the biggest risk, though, right? So let me make it full circle with the covered call, right? Let's say on October 31st, right? Let's say that Kraft Heinz is trading at $29, $30, $40. Guess what? I'm selling it at 27. I'm selling my shares at $27 that I purchased. I'm missing out on any further upside. You got to weigh that risk for yourself, right? Because you're essentially locking in and defining your terms here. Now, the fourth way that I like to generate income from the markets is dividends. And I'm sure you've heard about dividend stock investing before. So many people on here on YouTube want to say, hey, I'm going to live off dividend stocks. Even the video I talked about yesterday, it's my plan. I plan to live off dividends, but not just dividends. I need to layer on this option selling income as well. Because essentially, whether it's my cash or my shares, I'm essentially manufacturing additional income or dividends or however you want to rent checks, whatever you want to look at it as, on a weekly and monthly basis. That adds up drastically, especially considering we can do this on a monthly basis, okay? So for me, those are the big ones. And lastly, of course, number 5 is the inevitable appreciation sale. And that is going to happen, guys, right? Inevitably, we are going to have to sell our shares. But in my opinion, that's a good thing, right? If you look at my trade log right here, you could see I have sold many of my shares. My SoFi shares, I rolled a few times that position, and eventually I sold it for $17.50 for a great return of 24% almost on that trade, right? My Snapchat shares, I sold for $800 recently, had a great ROI on that in a 30-day period, right? Those appreciation sales, right? That will, of course it triggers a tax event, but you can't get away with that. Like you're not going to get away from taxes whether you're doing business or literally anything. It's just part of the game. You're either getting it, right? So for me with option selling, I'm treating it like a business and my focus is locking in gains, even if I miss out on any further upside. And that's just how I like to think through it. If you want my full trade log, guys, and learn about our mastermind and mentorship program, which is filled with a small group of new and existing option sellers sharing everything day in and day out, trade ideas, all the trainings, templates, courses that you need, click the first link in the description of today's video. 2 requirements for you to join us, right? Number 1, obviously we need to speak with you because we only want non-toxic people. We want level-headed individuals that really want to hone in on this strategy because I believe this strategy is scalable. It's the last investing strategy for me because it doesn't eat away at my daily life, right? And number 2, you have to be financially stable, right? This is a strategy, as you see, it takes money to make money, right? This isn't like, hey, this is my last dollar, I'm going to go YOLO it on some meme stock. No, we're building real wealth here and real retirement income. So if that sounds good and you want to learn more, click the first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.